So I am at that odd stage in my recovery where I am faced with that conundrum. Like, knowing me and my life and my history and what I've been through, and what I wish would have happened sooner, and seeing the struggles of other people around me, it begs the question of what side of the solution do I want to be on? I say solution because I think that saying what side of the problem or don't want to be a part of the solution is biased, because there's not one that's right or the other one that's right when it comes to addiction and whatever else. But anyways, going through it and seeing someone who is in need of intervention, because it's getting to the point that it's going to be where they could die or they are close to killing themselves, and stepping in to get them out of that crisis situation, and then being a tattletale or thinking I'm above somebody else because I'm past a certain point or whatever it may be that comes out in my head on the opposite side. And it's like, where do you draw the line then? If you intervene with one person, how do you not intervene with them all? You know, say everybody who's using or actively doing something that could harm them. That's where things get difficult in my mind. And I don't see anybody who's in immediate danger or putting anybody else in immediate danger. So the part of me that just can't stand the hypocrisy in anything, especially myself, kind of sits back and not does anything. And part of me that wishes that everybody knew that they deserved better than the life that they're choosing to live, and more than what they have or willing to give to themselves or want for themselves, kind of clashes and sucks, because I can't make them see. I can't awaken them. I can't open their eyes, and I can't make them want to fight for the mundane, the uphill battle, and the constant fear of being labeled and not being good enough and not knowing your own worth to want to or see it. And it just is. So since I don't work at the warming center, I'm not going to tell them who is or isn't using, and I'm not my place to. And I'm not going to I'm not gonna, I don't know, I guess unless it's something that I have to do at that moment because it's something I have to do, then I'm not going to do it. So, you know, if drugs are on the floor and they belong to one person versus the other, and I know who they belong to, and someone's going to go to jail for something somebody else did, I don't really give no fuck. I ain't got no secrecy or sworn protection to people who can't stand up for what they're supposed to do. You know, this to me is not snitching or whatever. That's owning up to your shit, because you're not going to blame on somebody else when you know it's you. That's you fucking up somebody else's life. When does that come into place? You just ain't shit. So someone's snitching on you, but you ain't shit? Like, what the hell? That makes no sense. Anyways, I'm getting off topic and away from basically what I'm dealing with at this moment tonight, and that's the fact that, like, I feel for the people who work at facilities like this and have to deal with people like us, people who are still struggling with addiction, and honestly, who some of us need drugs. Like, I'm gonna tell you, we need drugs at some points throughout this process just to have any kind of will to move on to the next day. Because at least it is a factor, it is something that gives you drive to go on, to the next use or whatever. Otherwise, you have nothing. You have nothing in you and nothing that wants to do anything else. And when I was faced with suicide constantly and killing myself, I had to decide, can I find something to live for, even if it is just a drug? So there's always that aspect that people don't get or understand, and that's hard too. And some of us will be fine when we get stability, but I don't know, part of it's fucking off, part of it's taking the easy way off, part of it's needing something to numb our pain, and part of it's self-medicating because the system is so far broken that it's literally almost impossible to remedy unless you get in trouble or are forced to, because it's daunting undertaking to, go after just because you want better. And for that matter, what is better? To fall in line and follow somebody else's standard or status quo to live a whatever kind of life, or to be happy using and still have all the things everybody else has? So there's that, I guess, side of the coin too. But I digress. It's just a thought in the moment that I want to get down.